up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lowdown with Princess Skywalker. I am your host, Jessie B. I have got a full panel tonight with me to go over our AEW this week and our full gear predictions. I've got John Anthony, who seems to be my normal co-host lately. I've got Michael and Tori from Kicking Out at 2 podcast. How are you guys all doing tonight?
Good.
Doing good.
Wonderful.
Good. So we are here tonight for two purposes. We are going to go over AEW Dynamite from last night very briefly. And then we are going to get into AEW Full Gear this weekend and go over the matches that we've got coming up, our predictions, what they could mean, and what we think could happen moving forward. Sound good, y'all?
Sounds good.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. So we started out the last night with the tag team match. What was it called? The All-Star Tag Team match?
The 8-man tag, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Something along those lines. So it was the Don Callis family versus Will Ospreay, Ricochet, Mark Davis, and Powerhouse Hobbs. So, and watching that match, it was a good match, of course, because Will Ospreay was in it. So it was really good. Of course, that was like the best match that they had last night was the tag team match. But did I see that Powerhouse Hobbs got hurt again?
I don't think I caught that.
It might have been a cage yourself. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
They put his leg behind the stairs and then they threw Ospreay into the stairs. So they held Hobbs to the back, but he came back out. I guarantee. I haven't read anything, but I guarantee he's fine.
Okay, kayfabe. I wasn't paying attention last night. I was having major ADHD issues, so I had a hard time watching. But from what I saw, the match was super good.
It was.
Yeah, it's hard not to have a good match with that group of talent in there.
And
agreed.
Exactly.
And the most unsurprising thing ever, Mark Davis took the L. So,
which was a good choice.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, he should be the one taking the L. None of the rest of them should be taking it.
No.
I would have been okay with like if it would have gone the other way, if like Archer or Cage would have taken it. But
Definitely.
None of the rest of them should have taken that pin. That was on Mark Davis's team. So he definitely is the one that should have taken it. So good on them for that. The next match, was there a promo in between there?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I don't remember most of it either.
That's where Swerve would hit his drive-by with the steel cage onto Bobby Lashley's head when they were getting out of the car.
That was nice.
Arriving at the arena.
Okay.
Yep. Agreed.
That match is going to be so good.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bobby Lashley and
Swerve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a good match. Let's see. So Chris Statlander beat Hikaru Shida. Then Mercedes Make Me Cringe Monet came out.
Oh, man.
And cut an awful promo.
Wait, did anyone else see did anyone else see Adam Cole in the ring and let me know what color he is? Did anyone else see that?
He's a Simpson.
Because I see this and I see the palms of his hands and I'm like, no,
It's
Riley gets
so
in the ring.
bad.
Definitely not that
The
color.
back of his hands were a different color than the rest of his arm, for fuck's sake. Like, it was ridiculous.
Apparently he took one or two mini pages out of MJF's book.
He is my favorite active wrestler. Adam Cole is my favorite active wrestler. And I can't stop laughing at this. It's so bad.
I thought it was like a joke at first when he came out there. He was going to make some kind of MJF reference, and I'm like, oh no, we're supposed to take this seriously. Wait a minute, what are you doing?
And then he
drops the knee pad.
His leg wasn't sprayed.
Yes, why is he getting sprayed with his fucking knee pad on? Like, what is happening? What is life? Like, you're supposed to do that with it off so you look uniformed.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so awful.
I just had to address it.
I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. He looks jaundiced.
Yes.
Like, are you still sick, bro?
Like, is your liver failing? What is happening in your life right now?
I would much rather see his white ass out there. That's.
Do you need medical
That'll pull,
attention right now?
The
Are
other
you
side of it,
preparing
when
for an
Kyle
episode
O'Reilly-
of The Simpsons?
When O'Reilly came out and he's so fucking pasty that you're just like, it looks even worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you're fucking yellow, bro. Whoever is picking your spray
It's so bad.
tan or picking the color of your spray tan, they need to be fucking fired because it was absolutely not the color of your skin.
It's so bad.
And then the splotchiness of it, like just like they can't get everywhere.
It's like, are you doing it yourself? What is happening?
Be consistent. Be consistent. Get it everywhere.
Like,
Oh.
go get
Well,
it
I know
done.
it's not
You
a
make
spray tan.
money.
Just got elected for something, okay? Like, this is awful.
Like, you make money, bro. Get it done professionally. Like, it doesn't even cost
Right?
that much. It costs like
You live in
fucking
fucking Florida, go sit on the beach. What the fuck?
$30.
There's someone in the
costs like
back of
$30 to
you down, bro.
$50.
There's got to be someone in the back that'll do it. Like, find somebody.
Maybe Britt got the tanner in the separation. We don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, but it's bad, and somebody needs to pull that man
Damn.
aside and be like, bro, this shit ain't
Yeah.
working, and you look like a
That-
fool.
Here's the other thing.
That should
You
have been what Kyle
obviously-
O'Reilly said to him when he came out.
You obviously
Right?
have no friends in the back. If nobody's like, bro, you look fucking awful.
yeah. For all the friends O'Reilly's talking about, there are none telling him he looks like a
Not one.
carrot
Not a
going
goddamn
out there.
one.
Like, what are
You
you
know why?
doing?
You she's sitting at home going, I fucking said something.
Where's the lie?
Oh.
I don't know.
Anyway, I digress. Back on the Statlander issue.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah. Damn it. I lost my train of thought. Okay.
Chris
So, yeah, Chris
Monet was out on
Statlander.
the promo.
Yeah, and it was horrible, as usual.
Oh.
And then she starts, like, beating on Camille, telling Camille to get into the ring when she's got her freaking arm in a sling. And Camille just kind of, like, looks at her, so you can see that already is starting to dissolve.
Yeah,
How
that
has
is-
And-
he regressed this badass woman to just doing bitch work? Like
You.
she was a
I'm
killer
like,
when she
no.
first got there, and
She's the
now
brick.
it's like,
house.
go get my
And you
damn
gotta-
bags, pick up my coat.
Grab my bags.
She's the brick house, and now you're treating her like she's the outhouse. What the fuck?
Right? Like, what
No
the
lies.
fuck is
No
happening
lies.
with this?
I just,
So,
I don't get. I'm more interested in another Camille Statlander match than I am Mercedes Statlander.
mhm.
And I love
Yeah.
Mercedes. I was super happy when she left. I was excited about her New Japan run. None of this has been exciting. None of this.
Mm-hmm.
She's cringe.
It's so bad.
So cringe. And the wrestling was a little bit to desire too in the ring lately. So that's just me.
Yep.
This
And
is one I've read in
Statlander,
soapbox for a while because
yeah.
Yep.
Statlander ended up laying her out, which was
course.
awesome because I'm definitely a Statlander fan. So I'll save that for the prediction. Shut up, Jessica. You're getting ahead of yourself here.
Don't jump ahead.
Don't jump
I started
ahead.
to say
Don't do
too, so
it.
you're good.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then we had Adam Simpson come out and talk with Kyle O'Reilly, and that was really boring. In my opinion, that was
Oh
extremely
my
boring.
God. It was. It was bad.
Ooh, I'm feisty.
The crowd was flat for that promo, man. I don't know what they were trying to do there.
So
but
flat.
it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I think they're trying to pop it because, like, well, him and Kyle have been boys forever, but him and Kyle haven't been in contact with each other since he left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really get it, and I still don't understand why it's Broderick Strong fighting MJF at the pay-per-view rather than MJF, other than trying to stretch shit out.
Exactly.
I also have thoughts on this that I'll get to when we talk about it, because I have a thought process on where we're going with this.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll get to that later. So the main event was Orange Cat. I think I'm missing shit.
You have Darby and Claudio.
It's not a very reliable source.
Mariah and Mina.
We had Darby and Claudio, which was a good match, actually.
Promo.
His promo was fantastic.
That was MJF fun. This MJF right now getting back into what he was doing after the Adam Cole stuff is right up his alley. He's getting right back into where he needs to be.
Yeah,
amazing. It got dark.
Yeah,
quick.
Yep, amazing.
Well, he's been acting, so I mean, he's been getting a lot of experience acting, so his promos are just going to get better.
Yeah.
Which his promos were already. He was already top 5 mic guy.
Absolutely agreed.
Yeah, before. Oh, of course.
Yeah. What else?
Then...
We had
Claudio Darby was a great match.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, that was a good match. I did pay attention to that one.
Huh?
I said I have my own thoughts about that, though.
Darby was
the Darby match.
Yeah, it was a good match, but I've been saying this for weeks now. Of Darby at some point needs to be scary. You have him drop down by a cable looking like a wet rag, and then he gets his ass beat. You have him jump in the back of a truck, and then Claudio saunters out and lays him out within seconds. You have this match where most of the match he's getting his ass beat, and then he lays him out then too. At some point, the superhero that you're trying to build needs to come back.
Yeah,
I think it looked like they were doing a little bit of him like snapping when he was doing like the promos with the car and the Rock.
Yeah,
throwing it looked like you were starting to get to that point. It's like, no, we're not pulling the trigger on that.
Yeah,
bring him back down to be a regular Darby.
And I think this is something. I think they're going to get there, but you're going to have to do something, or people are going to stop giving a fuck. This is part of the reason your attendance sucks.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. How long can you really afford to wait, especially with pillars of the company? Those guys, those 2 or 3, 4 should be up there in main stuff, man. I'm telling you. I love Bobby Lashley, and I've been saying it for a long time. You can't keep bringing the shiny new toys. You have toys in your basement that you didn't even use that you stuffed away after Christmas. These guys can be so on their name. It's just it baffles me. Week after week.
Isn't Rusev still under contract?
It's here or there.
There's
a lot of rumors that
I thought he got his release.
He has injury time.
If he left, I'll blame him.
And he's coming back.
Why didn't you use
coming back? To
well,
the Redeemer gimmick was fucking amazing.
Yeah. You have the perfect timing situation right now, though, of you brought in Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin and MVP. If I'm Tony and I own this company and I've got this bully that's trying to take over my company, why didn't you sick them on them?
Thank you.
That should have been what they came in and did.
Okay, so here, and this kind of goes to the predictions thing. I think we're going to get there quicker because somebody's going to hire them to do it. MVP is all about the money.
Not a bad take.
Because I have an opinion on what's going to happen after Full Gear. It's part of the predictions. But I won't be surprised if something like that happens. And I know the perfect person to do it.
My issue with this whole Darby thing and the way they're doing this is that we keep getting it compared to the NWO. Well, I remember 2 times that a smaller group or a smaller person made everybody else afraid. And that was when Scott and Kev first came in, and they came in with baseball bats and chased off the entire WCW roster. They were a threat.
Yep.
When Sting came down, once the NWO was at its full force, he came down with the black bat, swinging it at everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're not making any of these guys a threat. They come out there and they get the little bit of one up or they get the quick pin, but then they get their ass beat.
Yep. No, agreed. Yeah, it just becomes a numbers game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they need an equalizer. And even if you want to go back to that, bring a chair, bring a bat, like bring something so you can go in there and swing it and knock everybody out.
Yeah,
At
you know the
least at
numbers
that
game is
point.
going to be on you. Why not come with a weapon? Makes sense.
Right.
And before the main event,
Exactly. Like, come prepared.
thank you. Before the main event, too, the last thing I just wanted to be missed because it needs to be talked about. The Perry Garcia promo was awesome as well.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good. What they're doing with Danny looked awesome, man. That was
Yeah,
great as
that
well.
was really good.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
great.
Daddy
Yeah, I
Matthew
was thinking
being
about that when we
confused.
were talking about it, that was really good.
Yeah.
I 100% see Jack Perry pulling away from the Elite
Oh, absolutely.
hmm
Yeah.
and being part of Mox's group.
Not a bad.
That's
not
an
a bad
interesting
call.
take. I mean, I
Actually,
can see it though.
I actually think
Yes.
two big names are going to end up over there, and Perry's one of them.
All right, now I'm intrigued.
I
Now
think
the
you're
other
going to
one?
telegraph the other one. I think I know who you're talking about.
You know who it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's Orange Cassidy.
Oh, because the leader of the good come over to the bad. I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he said he didn't want that role.
What are you doing?
No, and that's one thing I was going to
Bad
say
dog.
too. Like, I like how I feel like the last couple episodes going into 2025, they have new deals, things like that. I feel like they're getting more gritty in their
Mhm.
in the interviews and when they're doing that.
And
I
I'm
love
good
it.
with that.
Yeah, no, me too. I love it. I'd like the darker, grittier kind of more
Mhm.
regular hand camber kind of stuff, off the cuff interviews and promos. I like that. I like that grittiness because it's definitely if you watch WWE, you get stuff in the back, but it's all in the plan. This is almost like Mox goes and grabs a mic, just starts talking like off the cuff or interrupts Renee and just goes crazy. That I love. I love it. The
Mhm.
spontaneity about it.
Right. My biggest thing is if you're going to do those kinds of things, it can't be Renee. It has to be someone else.
Yeah, no, I like how they've kept them apart too. They've done a very good job of not having those two interact.
But if you're going to do it with anybody, it cannot be Renee. It has to be someone else. Because we all look at Renee a certain way.
I was doing I did a show last week with somebody, or it might have been the week before, and we were talking about like what could they do to like I'm not condoning this. I mean, I don't know how it would go, but like
No.
it does something to Renee. Not a bad way.
No.
I didn't hey, listen, we were just talking about it. I'm just
Right.
saying. But it's when you start blurring that line of like they've done it before with the other company, they've done stuff like that. Like how much has Mox lost his mind? How much is he gonna protect this company when like someone puts her in front of him or does something like that?
Tori and I had this exact same conversation.
I am
Okay.
I 1,000% against anything.
Okay.
I believe that.
Okay.
The way I got around it is I thought, what if he stuck the girl on her instead?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Mox does it. No. Mox doesn't get his hands on her, but he's like, get her. It does something happens to her. That's what I'm not saying. Mox does it.
I think you're getting that line and getting listening that you don't need when you're already having struggling attendance.
True.
That's my problem. I'm all for if you want to just have Marina do it on her own. Like Renee's doing an interview and Marina just steps in.
Right.
That's different. But anything involving Mox saying, do this, that, whatever, or him reacting to her in some way, no. That is a line you do not want to cross or even get close to. That may be worse for you than the storylines you currently have going, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that is true. Some of the lines are pretty rough.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I understand the thought process. Yes, if he's talking to her and she says something and he looks at her kind of funny, or he steps back a little bit and Marina just slides herself in, okay, that's fine. Because he didn't have anything to do with that. It's Marina taking that step.
Right.
But if anything involving him directing her, anything like that, no, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, protect Renee.
At all costs. National treasure.
Yes,
Absolutely.
but that's why
National
you can't do
treasure.
gritty interviews with her either, though. You can't do those gritty interviews with her because of that. Because everybody looks at Renee a certain way. She's Renee.
Mm-hmm. Everybody loves her.
They do.
Yep.
She's a princess. But yeah. So where were we? All right, we are at the main event, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Orange Cassidy and Yuta. So from what I was watching of it, my Roku app decided to shit out for the last 5 minutes, so I didn't get a chance to watch the end of it. Was a decent match, and it looked like it was just Yuta and Orange Cassidy for a very long time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In the match.
It looked.
So
looked
I liked
Yuta had his
seeing
marching
that.
orders. Yes, it was a great match. Yuta had his marching orders,
Mhm.
and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I love what they're doing with Yuta, where he's not participating because he wants to. He's participating because he's being
forced
to.
Even when they cut the promo and he's sitting in the
Yeah.
chair all around him, they're all like, look, like you can see like he's uncomfortable, but he knows he needs to be there.
Well,
Just the
and even
consequences are
just
dire.
the small detail of they're all wearing the white shirt and pants, and he's still wearing his gear and just whatever shirt. He's not adhering even to the uniform that they have decided to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Claudio going bilingual and cutting promos, and they come like I love that. Like gives that little edge to him. I love it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, that
5 languages
threw me off.
Right. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't interrupt.
No, you're fine. It's hard when there's all of us and there's a little bit of a delay
Right.
on there.
So,
But yeah, they're just.
at the end,
I got all
go
thrown
ahead.
off by him speaking in another language. I was like trying to listen to it, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, is he? Oh, okay, he's totally speaking a different language, and I have no idea what he's saying. So there's a reason why I'm not understanding a damn word that's happening. I just thought I was deaf.
Love that for him.
Well,
I was like volume. I was like, I can't hear it.
I need subtitles. What is going on?
What the hell?
I already have subtitles on everything.
Who's the SAP button?
I was about to
Because
say,
I'm deaf as hell.
with the SAP, what's happening?
What is happening right now? What is going on? What channel am I watching? Did I get the wrong broadcast?
We'll put Telemundo on. Damn it, the wrong one.
I'm watching ESPN The
Damn
Ocho.
it.
What the hell?
The Ocho. Yes.
Oh.
Well, did you see at the end of the match when Yuta was getting out, he reached down and patted Cassidy on the top of the head? And Claudio's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's little things like that. Like Michael said, those little things are perfect.
Well, like
No,
the
like I was
one
telling
last
you,
week, which was what was it? Cassidy was calling him a puppet, and he's like, "I'm not anybody's puppet. I'm nobody's puppet." And then Claudio just looks at him and goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, right.
It's like
Shut the fuck up.
just
That's
those
what I like
little
to
things.
talk about being gritty now. I feel like, especially with the video package that opened Dynamite last night was amazing. It's because what I've been talking about for months with AEW going into this next year, the long-term storytelling. They're starting to put things together and making the breadcrumbs make sense to getting to where they need to be. I loved it. That's why I was so pissed the show sucked. Because like that opening, I was like, yeah, all right, this is come on, man. Like you had me so amped up for the first 3 minutes.
And then you're like,
But,
meh.
man.
Sad panda. And it
Pretty
just
much.
and then the show
Yeah.
comes on.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Oh, that wasn't. Oh, okay.
Aw,
Wah, wah, wah.
it wasn't great. Like, what is happening tonight? And it seemed very slow, too, in my opinion. It was a very slow episode.
Very methodical.
missed something.
Very
We-
methodical. They're like, make sure we
missed
hit
something in
all
this.
these points to get everything in before Saturday. We got to
Yeah.
hit all this.
Mhm.
We
To
missed
me, the
that.
biggest disappointment was how it ended, though. Like we got Cassidy, he got the quick roll up pin. They're staring at each other, and then the Riders come in and try to take Cassidy out, and they tape his hands into his pockets, and then they just start shoving him around like it's a schoolyard fight. And Like we talked about a little bit off air. The fact that we went from this like murder scene when we're wrapping like cords and we're wrapping bags in people's heads, and now we're just like pushing them over like we're trying to trip them. I don't understand how we got to that.
Yeah. Just walking over. Me. I'm just going to push you. Me.
It literally was like, you take it. Like, come on, man.
What, you playing hot potato with Orange Cassidy? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Right. Or like playing keep away with Orange Cassidy, just bouncing him around all over the place.
Yeah. It didn't build anything for me.
No, I didn't. That made me want to tune in more. I mean, I'm buying it because I'm pot committed, but it didn't make me want
to. Right. Yeah. So am I.
I need to buy this. Like, you know.
Oh, I totally am too.
I'm not buying it. I'm just not. I'll wait. I'll catch it somewhere.
Yeah.
But
if you go to YouTube, probably 8 hours after, if you catch it like right before the copyright infringement started knocking down, you can catch a decent amount of matches.
The other thing we didn't talk about was the Chris Jericho segment. I hate that gimmick. First of all, I hate the learning tree gimmick.
Hi guys.
But this whole little thing, exactly. But this whole little thing of him walking and Ishii stalking him. This went on it was like 5 minutes long, and it's 4.5 minutes longer than it fucking should have been.
Oh shit! Exactly.
I want to give it partial credit because we did something different, right? We have these contract signings, and we always know what's going to happen. Someone's going to flip the table. Someone's going to put someone through the table. It's all going to them doing it in the back and him doing the lawyer thing and all that. And then the walk and he's chasing him, but he chased him through the entire damn arena to the ring. Like why? Why?
Just so everyone knows, Jessie has a dog. That she's not just.
I am like trying not to say anything and trying to listen to my. And I am like, what is German Shepherd fucking climbing on me that you can't see because of my background. So I swear I'm not fighting the air over here.
She was crashing out.
This looks like you're slapping yourself in the background. It's okay.
Fucking dog.
And I saw awesome. Paw, and I'm like, oh, I thought one of your kids was messing with you or something. And then I saw that paw, and I'm like, oh, fucking dog, you're not winning this.
That is my 95-pound, dumber than a box of rocks German Shepherd.
That's the chair shot mascot right there.
He is the sweetest dog on the face of the earth, but he is not smart at all. But God, do I love that dog. But yes, sorry, everybody at home. I was not spazzing out and having a moment. I was being attacked by a dog that you couldn't see. So I promise it was really there.
That was good.
She was having a blindfold match by herself. I was like, the fuck is happening?
What the fuck is going on? What is she doing? Why is she spazzing out over there?
With that being said, shout out to everyone watching the live stream right now.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to everybody watching. Good Lord. You see my nonsense that happened.
Good friend Mike McCarthy's here. Isaiah's here. A couple other people. So thank you all for tuning in.
Isaiah is my faithful. He has watched every single show that I have ever done, and he is the best, and I appreciate him so much.
Awesome.
So shout out to Isaiah, because you are always there.
Okay, so back on topic now. We're making fun of Jess and her imaginary dog.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
You know.
Anyway.
But you're right,
I come to bring the laughs, everybody. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Man. With that being said, it's time to talk about Full Gear.
Time to talk about Full Gear.
Let's lock in.
Let's do this.
This is going to be a great show.
The card is good-ish, but
card is stacked.
I just hope it doesn't disappoint. So
I think there's
do
a
we
couple
know
what on there that will keep it from disappointing?
Well, Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher is going to be match of the night, 100%.
Match of the night, hands down.
For sure.
Boom.
100%. There's no question about that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
So we'll start with that one, I guess, because that's the one that I'm most passionate about. So let's start with that one. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher, former best friends up against each other, taking it on in the ring. This match is going to be fucking phenomenal. The two of them are absolutely amazing wrestlers. They can put on such a banging match no matter who they wrestle with. It always is good. And the fact that it's going to be the two of them together, when, I mean, honestly, Kyle has learned a lot from from Will Ospreay. So
absolutely,
it'll be the student and the teacher per se when they, go up against each other. So I think that match is going to be great. I love watching them wrestle individually. So just watching them go up against each other is going to be phenomenal. Now, whether or not it stays fair is really the question. Is it just going to be Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher? Or is it going to be Will Ospreay versus the Don Callis family?
There'll be some shenanigans. At least Don Callis being out there.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta beg to differ. I think you're gonna see a backstage. I think you see a backstage promo. The family's gonna be aligned outside of Gorilla probably, and Fletcher's gonna be like, no, I need to do this on my own. I don't need you guys. I need to face him one-on-one. And the cool thing about this match is I have Ospreay winning. Because it doesn't. Yeah. Fletcher's done. This has done so much for Fletcher, elevating him as a new face right now to a lot of people, obviously. But just this character and involving what it is in the Callis family, Fletcher could take an L here, and I think it builds him even more because now he has more of a fire. It builds up a matchup down the road for him and Ospreay for maybe a belt,
more anger.
Yeah, something more on the line. But I honestly think it's gonna be a one-on-one. Maybe I'm wrong, and I probably am. But I think he looks at them and goes, I don't need you. I need to do this with him alone because this is between him and me. And I think they actually respect that. And that builds into when he goes in the back. They pat him on the back. We'll get him next time, and they go from there. So that's what I think.
I'll disagree a little. I think Fletcher wins this. I think him winning and beating Ospreay, I want it clean. If he beats him clean, I think it does more for him than taking the L.
True.
Just because it's a clean win over Will Ospreay. I mean, there's not a ton of people that can say that.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think leaving the family in the back will be his plan. I don't think it'll stay that way. So I agree with you on he'll say, I got this, but I don't think it'll stay that way.
The Don Callis family is never far behind.
No. Carrying a screwdriver, just waiting.
I agree. I agree with John. I think Ospreay gets it. As far as it being clean or not, I don't know, but I do think he comes away with that. I agree that Kyle's new character is in its building stage still, and then him having that, just to pay my respects, a learning opportunity. Having that learning
moment,
opportunity,
baby.
That's right. That learning opportunity for his character will help push him further, I think, than getting a win now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have had a really hard time trying to pick a winner on this one. I am gonna go with Will Ospreay, just because I think that is the way it's going to go. I don't really have a reason why I think it's gonna go that way. But it's probably just because I prefer Will Ospreay. So since I have had such a hard time trying to pick which one, I'll just pick my favorite. And
that one is a
sometimes
best way to pick. Best way to pick. Pro move.
It is. I'm just gonna go with my favorite. But all I do know is it's gonna be match of the night, 100%.
I agree.
No matter who wins, it's going to be the match of the night.
Yeah.
Match of the night for sure. I'm not going to go in any specific order. I'm just going to start bringing shit up. Jay White versus Hangman Page 2. We've got that one.
So good.
Yeah.
It is going to be good because the first one was good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch it again. I hope it's a clean match, and I hope that the Bang Bang Gang stays out of it, and it's just a straight up match between Hangman and Jay White. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen with that.
I think it should be a clean match as long as, because they've started mixing that storyline with the patriarchy. As long as they don't try to loop them into this match somehow, that's my only fear of it being anything other than that. The Bang Bang Gang, they've been leaning more towards face, so them staying out of it makes sense to me. I do think Page gets it in the end. I think he needs the win more than Jay White does.
No, I agree. I think this goes to Page.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously White's been telling him like, I'm your guy. I'm the one who beats you all. You can't beat me. I'm the guy that you're always chasing. So I really think this is going to be the one Page needs. Again, he needs this one. I've been taking a couple L's recently, so I think he needs to get back on the winning ways, especially moving into the new year, moving toward Revolution too, where he's going to end up whether in the AEW title picture or for one of the other titles. But yeah, I think he gets a W here.
I agree. I think it's going to be a hell of a match, but I think Hangman wins it one way or the other. I'm not 100% sure it'll be a clean win because, like Michael said, the patriarchy and Hangman had whatever the fuck that is. But I do think Hangman gets the win.
Hangman definitely needs the win more than Jay White does. He hasn't had a win in so goddamn long.
Not a match that matters, at least.
Not one that really matters. Not when it counts.
Right.
Every match that's really counted, besides the match that he had with Swerve to end that feud.
I think he's 0-2 since Swerve. Like in big matches, like either like the Dynamite pay-per-views or
in singles. I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to Jared, right? And then he lost. I forgot who else he lost. Yeah, he's definitely taking some L's. So I think, like I said, I think he needs this one.
Yeah.
And Jay White's
I have a horrible memory, so I'm so glad that you guys remember this shit.
All the companies are in here.
I have. No, like I was talking to somebody yesterday. I'm totally gonna digress for a second, but I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were totally joking around. I was like, my brain is like 80% song lyrics, so I don't really have room to remember anything else because I have 20, 30, 35, 40 years of song lyrics stuck in my brain. Like, I can't remember what the fuck I did last week, but boy, do I remember all the words to Eazy-E's Give Me That Nut. That's vital. That is vital. That I know every word to that song.
I'm done.
That wasn't on my bingo card, but cool. All right, awesome.
No,
yeah, let's go.
I told you guys you didn't know what kind of Jessica you were going to get tonight. I warned you before we got on here.
Okay.
That's all sorts of spicy.
It was spicy. Yep.
Spicy Jessica.
Spicy Jessica tonight.
Let's go.
Woo! But yeah, definitely Hangman needs that win more than Jay White does. Absolutely. So my pick is Hangman.
Awesome.
Isaiah's pick is Switchblade.
Not a bad pick.
Yeah.
It's not. I would be shocked if Jay White wins, but I do think that Hangman wins it.
Yeah. Faux show. So let's go to Swerve Strickland and Bobby Lashley next. That is going to be a banger. 100%.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's going to be an awesome match. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to save my picks for the end. So I'll let somebody else go first. Michael, why don't you go first this time?
I mean, you kind of got to pick Bobby. It's his first match in. If we use the Hurt Syndicate to help him get it, it doesn't hurt Strickland in any way to lose the match. especially since they've been incorporating so much Prince Nana, having Shelton or MJF have them in the back, like holding him with the cane or like something to distract him and then lose the match. Doesn't hurt anything.
Mhm.
And then it gets Bobby that first big win. So that's where I'm going with it.
No, I agree.
I won't be
No, go ahead.
surprised. I won't be surprised if this one goes to a no contest. Just because that way nobody takes that L. Out.
That's not a bad take on
interference.
that.
They fight in the back. They go through a wall. Whatever. I mean, I know it's been done to death, but a spear by Lashley off the stage onto something or through something, it's a no contest. You have a hell of a match before that, and it doesn't hurt either one of them.
That's a fair pick.
Yeah, that's a fair opinion. I like that.
That's pretty much where I was teetering. Like I said, I agree with Mike. Like you got to go with Lashley. 9 times out of 10, anyone who's debuted, whether it be from another company or just someone they signed, they usually 9 times out of 10 from Tony they get the W. But that's another thing I was thinking of. They do a no contest angle because then you get another. You squeeze another month or month and a half out of it. Now we're building into Revolution, and we're going to have the the brass ring challenge of who's going to get a title shot, things like that. So that's actually not a bad. That's a really good take. I like that as well. I was thinking that. So, but that's definitely a way they can go with it.
It gives you time for Swerve to find someone to help him because he can't do this by himself. He's going to have help.
Yep, exactly.
I
And
agree.
as much as I'm not a fan of going against previous booking, the best person to do this, if he's healthy,
Top dollar.
is Lee. Get out.
Who's the top?
Keith Lee.
Get out. Yeah.
You're
out of here,
fired,
Mr.
Michael. You're
No,
fired.
Keith Lee, I like it. I like Keith Lee.
Keith, I think Keith Lee's been gone. I think he's gone. I don't think he's. I just know he's not.
I don't think he
wrestling.
is.
I don't think he's wrestling
Is he?
anyone right now.
But if he's healthy and he's still under contract, he'd be the perfect addition to this.
Yep,
He would be.
Me-
The last I read on him, it was kind of similar to what we were talking about earlier, that they've tacked on some time because of injury.
Yeah.
But that's the
Because
last
they
I
know-
heard about it.
They know the second he leaves, he's showing up. Like he's showing up on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah,
There's
it's funny
no
you bring that up
question.
too, because back when this fall started and AEW was a new company, Tony was like, "I swear I'll never do that to them and add on medical time. I would never do that to this." Because now you see what happens when they're on Wednesday one night and they're on Monday the next. Now you know how it feels. And you're like, screw that. I'm not doing that shit. We're not playing that game.
He also said he wouldn't release people.
Yep. But
And he did
like
that
I said,
too.
you learn as
It's
you go.
business.
This is how the business works. It sucks.
Yeah.
You gotta let the top face go. You gotta let the good guy go, the over guy go. Money's money, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's a tough business. That's why there's 5 companies. It's great.
Yep.
But a no contest gives you time to drag this out. You can easily get another 2 months out of it if you do it
I like
right.
that idea.
For sure.
hmm I am definitely going to go with Bobby Lashley as well. I just don't think he takes the W in his first big match in AEW, and they're setting, like you guys have been saying, Swerve needs help. He's not going to be able to do it on his own, so he's going to take the L in this one, and then he's going to come back, or he's going to recruit people to help him against the Hurt Syndicate, because he's not going to be able to fight them on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
There's just no way. The numbers and the way they operate, he's not going to succeed by himself. Now, what'll be interesting to see is if Hobbs ends up having anything to do with it one way or another, whether or not he's on Team Swerve or he's on Team Hurt Syndicate. And it could be a thing where they have him on Team Swerve and only for him to turn on Swerve and join the Hurt Syndicate.
I'm sorry, who was it?
Hobbs.
Yeah.
I've
They've been talking about that.
I've been saying it for months, ever since I heard Hobbs is gonna be in that group, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the enforcer style. I'm telling you, it's gotta be. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. He's the fourth guy. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I don't. I see that that's a 2 alpha male button heads. I don't.
Well, I think
that
you have that, but eventually that's what they play on down the road. I feel like all these groups kind of fit the same kind of mold. And if that's what we're kind of doing, I feel like Hobbs is good for now. Maybe get some gold on him. And then kind of starts looking over at Lashley when he touches AEW gold, which is probably the world title, and goes,
Yeah,
I can get that. I can take that from you. But again, I'm just spitballing. But I feel like Hobbs is that enforcer style guy.
It's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
Not a bad choice at all.
But I think they need one more guy because I feel like 4 is the goal for them. What they had in the Hurt Business. So yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll see what happens with that. Definitely going to be a good match. But Swerve there's no way he's winning the first bout against him.
Right.
Next match we can do is let's do the TNT Championship match with Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia. I actually think this is going to be a banging match too. I'm like cherry picking apparently because it's all the matches that I really am looking forward to seeing. So it's going to be, sorry, my kid came in the room and distracted me and I lost my train of thought. It's going to be a really good match. Jack Perry and Daniel Garcia are both really good competitors. They're very good in the ring. And they have really good chemistry with their opponents. Jack Perry does not get enough credit for as talented as he is. He gets more hate than credit. And that kid is actually pretty talented. You know, they would like to say he's a Nepo baby, but how is he a Nepo baby? His dad had absolutely nothing to do with wrestling. Nothing whatsoever to do with wrestling. He was an actor.
Yeah.
Mind you, one of the best. But Dylan McKay, may he rest in peace.
I mean, on top of that, like he didn't start it being Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
He started
being
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy.
And so he distanced himself as much as he could away from that name to not be that.
No, I agree. It's one of those things. It's funny that Jess brings that up. I think the hate is because he's that good, and people don't like it, and they can't pin the nipple on him. They can't do that because he's that good.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I say? Logan Paul is almost the same way. You hate him, but the dude's really good in the ring. You got to admit,
that I would have the same thought.
So it's like
I fucking hate that guy, but I can't deny how fucking talented he is.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. You're like fuck Jack Perry, and I'm like, you're like, damn, he's good in the ring, and his promos are getting better.
I don't fuck Jack Perry because I don't hate on Jack Perry. I thought it was hilarious when Jim Ross kept calling him that before he was using the name, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
But I think Go ahead.
Like, don't get me started on that. I can soapbox Logan Paul for an hour. Like, we're not doing that.
As far as who wins that match,
I think Garcia.
Yeah, I think with the Elite gone,
It's time to put a title on Daniel Garcia.
The cracks start. The foundation's gone. This is Garcia's time. Sign the new deal. Let's get this kid some time, especially going to Revolution. Give him a big match at the big pay-per-view. Yeah, I think Garcia's time starts this upcoming Saturday.
100%.
I agree with that call. Go ahead, Jess. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Michael.
I was just gonna say I agree with that call. The only thing gives me a little bit of question on it is the fact that he couldn't pull the trigger on Dynamite. Like he has Jack Perry right there in front of him, and he's about to take him out, and then he has to walk out because he can't do it.
He's like, "Let's go, get out of here."
If that plays into the match at all, if he can't pull the trigger in the match, then we get another pay-per-view out of it between the two. I'd be fine with it, but I do think it is Garcia's time, though. Either way, at the end of this match or at the end of this feud, one of the two, he's getting that title.
I don't think you can drag this out for another one. I think if you try to drag it out, I don't think you can, just because where do you go from kidnapping?
Right.
Well, if we follow other storylines, you go to like pushing him.
But I think this is going to be a great thing for Garcia. I hope they keep the belt the way it is. I mean, the other way was really nice.
That
That's
belt's
a badass
love
looking
the belt that Perry made. I love it. It's gritty. Again, it's like a darker kind of. I love it. It's got personality. I like that. Aside from all the WWE belts with a big ass W in the middle of it, I like these belts because they have personality. They have like they're like, oh, I know what that belt is. It's unique. But yeah, Garcia, man, all day. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I am going to go against the grain here, and I'm going to say Jack Perry
It's because you like
retains. I like Daniel Garcia too. I'm not playing favorites on this one this time. But I think Jack Perry retains the title. He's doing too good with it. So I think Jack Perry retains the title. And that just sets it up for a number 2, you know. They can continue the feud perhaps and then have another match. I disagree that there's nowhere to go when you go kidnapping. Agreed, but I think that there still could be storyline between the two of them.
Next week he can tie his shoes
and they can stretch it out. Right. And he can trip and fall.
Yep.
Or he can like put bleach in his shampoo or something. Put bleach in his head and shoulders.
Mess up the hair.
Okay,
That's
look,
right.
that may actually be worse than kidnapping. This got really dark.
Yeah, I was like, bleach. It goes in his eyes. What the
in his shampoo. I was not being. I'm saying like bleach his hair for Christ's sakes. I'm not saying give the kid bleach.
I've got it.
I'm
He
just
puts
saying,
a straightening agent in there to have him lose the curls.
And he loses all those curls.
Oh, great! So it looks like AJ Styles. Awesome. That's great. Yeah,
That's
let's go that route.
shave his beard off.
No, we don't need another
Mom hair,
soccer
like
mom.
the fuck?
No, we don't need another soccer mom.
Don't hate on the Styles hair,
AJ
baby.
Styles, I call the soccer mom. I call him
Maybelline.
soccer mom, and then the two bald doofuses that are always with him are the soccer mom and his two bald doofuses.
I could go another like 20 minutes
I don't even know their
on
names.
what they've done to the Good Brothers. Jesus.
It needs to be studied because it's disgusting what they've done to them.
It's awful.
Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we could do a whole show on that shit too. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yes, moving on. See, you got crazy Jessica here tonight, just bringing up random shit left and right, getting everybody off topic. I'm so distracted right now; it's really hard to focus. Let's see what else do we got going on here. The TBS Championship between Cringe and Chris Statlander. I would really like to see Chris Statlander win this match and become the TNT champion again. However, I just don't see it happening. They're not going to take that belt off of her.
Totally agree. And the exact same sentiment. I'd love to see Chris walk away with this. But they've got all their money and train behind Monet. So
this is going to be
that's
another
not happening.
hostage situation.
John has a different opinion.
No.
No? Okay.
No. I'm saying no. She doesn't win.
Oh,
Okay. No. I think you saw a little bit of it this past Wednesday. I think something's going to happen with Camille. Somehow going to do something for her. Try to help Mercedes. It's going to cost Mercedes this belt. But it's okay because of the time that we're in. A lot of stuff going on. No real AEW women's challengers right now. And again, like you said, there is a lot of money in her. Tony wants her to be that predominant main stage woman holding that belt, eventually getting to the AEW championship for the women. I think you see this because you have money in that. So if Camille costs her the belt, Statlander goes on, she has that belt, does her thing. Now you have a grudge match with Camille and Mercedes. That's good for at least 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
At least. Now you carried us into February. Now we're getting into something for Revolution. World's End is obviously next month, so that could be a match we have there as well. I have we didn't talk about it yet, so we won't talk about the Mina Mariah celebration thing yet. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But I have my thoughts on that where this coincides with that. But no, I think this is the time that they finally have her give it up. She's talking about how long she's held it, longer than you. Camille obviously is doing her dirty work, slapping her, having her go take care of business. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen. Camille doesn't do it this time, and that's how Statlander gets the 1, 2, 3 and walks out as the new TBS champion.
That's good booking.
I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
I mean,
I won't
I'd
be-
love it to go that way.
I won't be stunned if Mercedes keeps, but I like that. I like that a lot better than her keeping.
Yeah, that's good long-term storytelling, and that's why it's going to scare me.
Yeah, I would prefer that to happen. Absolutely. I hate it when titles are just held hostage and they're barely defended and there's nothing done with them. They just stick them on somebody and they don't fucking do anything. And that's really annoying when they do that shit. So I would like to see it pass on to somebody else for sure. With Julia Hart coming back, that's also something, but it looks like she's coming after Jamie Hayter. Because every time,
definitely hate her.
Because I messaged her yesterday on Twitter to try and see if she wanted to come on the show, and I haven't heard back from her, so I might try again because I want to talk about those vignettes. Those are amazing, fucking fire. They are so good. They are so good. What is her at so that I can tell everybody to go freaking follow her? I need to find it because she is just, Not Julia Hart.
The person doing
not
the
Julia Hart.
The person doing it.
Person making the videos.
Yeah.
Because they are so amazing.
It's the editorial style is the name. It's _real_editor. Those are amazing. She's killing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are so fucking good.
They are so good, and everybody should go follow her because they are absolutely amazing. She is super talented, and she is going to blow the fuck up because those videos are. I have not seen better vignettes like that put together in a very long time. So they are absolutely fucking phenomenal.
I really hope this turns into that person going to work for the company and doing this because they could make everything feel
like it did with Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure. Like they did with Mel.
Like they did with Mel Coleman. I love her.
Amazing. I fucking love her.
She's my girl crush.
We met her in Oklahoma
I have
City.
a girl crush on her.
Oh.
She's so fine. Oh my god.
Oh, she is. I've got a major girl crush on her. She is just a natural beauty.
I was distracted the entire time.
She was just the sweet. We met her in Oklahoma City and went to dinner with her. She was just the sweetest. We had so much fun just talking to her.
Yeah, she's super sweet. She's totally my girl crush.
That's fair.
But yeah, I don't think that Statlander, as much as I want Statlander to win, I really don't think she's going to. I think they're going to keep it on Mercedes.
Fair.
They've invested a lot in her, which hasn't gone very far. So we'll see what happens.
Tony doing the dance, no, it hasn't really done much.
Yeah, and Will Ospreay doing the dance and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, it hasn't done a whole lot.
I love her, but this run has been terrible. I love her, but the run is terrible.
No, I agree.
I didn't like her as Sasha Banks, so
I was like, "What are you doing?"
I'm going to make a very controversial comparison, and I'm sorry. Mercedes Moné is Vince Russo. I think she has great ideas.
I quit. We're done. I
but
quit.
There's no one there to filter it.
Hear him out. Let him cook. Let him cook.
There's no one there to filter out what's going on. So, like, she's got this brand new finisher, which looks great if you hit it right.
If you hit it.
But she's only hit it right like 2 or 3 times.
Have you noticed she's gone back to the backstabber in the bank statement?
Yep. Exactly. Thank you. She did it the last 2 matches ago.
Hey, promos, having someone do the promos for her and just kind of steer her in the right direction and have her not just go out there and jaw jack for 30 minutes. Like, she needs someone to help hone that in.
Yeah. He's right, because she says, "Okay, Tony, this is my promo." Yeah, sounds good. Go do that.
Go do your thing.
Yeah, nobody's telling her what to do. She has her own writer, but they're not cutting the promos for her. Like, I mean, writing the promos for her. So I mean,
I definitely feel like she needs somebody to give her direction. Like I feel like she needs somebody to say, "Here's your talking points. Go from there."
But they did that in WWE. It just still didn't.
I thought she was a good promo in WWE. I was fine with her promos there.
Just all over the
She was
place.
a better promo.
Yeah.
My dog just scared the shit out of me. He came up behind me and licked my arm. I wasn't expecting it.
That was the dog.
I
He's
hope
like
it
John
was
Cena with us. We can't see him, so.
It was the Jurassic Park dog that I was fighting. It totally looked like I was in like a Jurassic Park thing there for a second. Ah!
With no grease.
Yeah, it was really funny. You guys missed it earlier. My dog was attacking me. If you weren't on here, my dog was attacking me and you couldn't see it. You could just see me fighting off the dog. It was pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, that was good.
Yep.
All right. What's
All right.
next? How many matches do we have?
What are we doing next?
We've got 4 more matches left.
1,
4 more?
2, 3,
4 more?
4, yeah.
Yep.
Well, counting the celebration, yeah.
1.
Okay, we're not counting that dumbass QT Marshall and whoever the fuck he's wrestling. That doesn't count.
That does not count at all.
No, not at all.
That is
no.
horrible.
What are we doing? What's the meme from the? No.
No.
We're not doing that. No, man. Nah.
It's so stupid.
3 matches.
3 matches. Yeah.
That
We're not going to.
That was really good.
Go there. Let's do the tag team match. So we've got Private Party versus the Outrunners versus the Kings of the Black Throne versus the Acclaimed. And I am going to go first on this, and I am just going to say, put the fucking belts on House of Black. They're not going to do it, but that's what I would like to happen.
Okay, so I agree with you. They're not. First of all, if they take the belt off of Private Party, this is the single worst writing they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
You built them up for this match to win those titles, and then like 3 weeks later, you fucking take them away? Why did you do that? I will say this. As horribly stupid as the pairing is, I want the Outrunners to win the titles. Just because the promos alone, the videos they've been doing alone will be so good. Because they're so stupid. I would love to see House of Black win this.
You're so fired.
The Acclaimed is breaking up. Okay, they're done. And that's the best thing that can happen to Anthony Bowens. Because he's carrying Max Caster and his back fucking hurts. So,
yes. Somebody had to say it. Listen, somebody had to say it.
Look, Bowens is in the back. Like, who do I talk to about our insurance for chiropractic care? Because my back fucking hurts.
I can't.
Okay, it's like me carrying my teams at my call center. My back hurts. Do better. So they're done. I would love for House of Black to get the titles, but they're not going to do it. They're going to keep the titles on Private Party for at least a bit. So, okay, I guess. But what are you going to do with them after this? Because they're pinning the Acclaim to win this. The Acclaim they're in this match to take the L. Because the Outrunners ain't taking that L. Not with as much as they're over right now. And there's no chance the House of Black is taking that L.
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
Private Party. They've dropped these belts, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we? You literally chased the Young Bucks away. What are we doing? You're just docking these up.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. I think this is definitely like where like the Kings of the Black Throne should definitely get the belts. But man. There's no way. It's going to be Private Party.
The
Outrunners? The Outrunners?
I'm telling you. Those.
No, I love the gimmick.
Those workout videos would be so fucking
the 80s throwback. The 80s throwback. It reminds me of like when it was It was like when it was Rocky training with Apollo and then the beach and doing. I love it. I love the throwbacks. I love
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Those videos with the titles would be so good.
No, I agree.
But-
Hope down the road at least they get some kind of little like 2-3 week run or something. But that would be awesome to see them with the belts.
Here, hold this. I don't care. But if you're going to heel turn FTR, that's how you do it too. You put the titles in the outrunners and have them turn on them. If Private Party loses this, they lose it to the House of Black for that feud, and that feud will be amazing.
That would cook.
Yeah, it would.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
But that means you have to give the House of Black
in
something,
there-
and they don't do that there.
No, there's
fair point.
just wait until the contract runs out. Apparently, no.
I agree.
They
I think
don't.
Private Party walks away with it. I will agree with my partner here that I do love the Outrunners, and I do think they eventually do need to have the titles. But despite the fact that they look 45, they're in their 20s. They got time.
They're in their 20s.
Yeah, they're young. They're young as hell.
They're the youngest. They're the youngest men alive.
Stop it! Everyone, just stop it! Don't play with her like that. That's not fun. You two are horrible people. Jess,
I'm like,
no,
wait
Jess,
a
they're
minute.
older. Don't
You guys
No,
are terrible people.
They're both old as fuck. They just call themselves the youngest men alive, and all of their training
You
videos
guys are horrible
look
people.
like they were recorded by. They look like they were recorded by Ron Jeremy in his off time on a VHS. Okay.
Oh my god.
Ron
You
Jeremy
did.
reset is not on my
I'm
list.
saying
Nah, man.
they're so bad.
Bam, chicka,
People
bam,
don't take me
bam.
places. It's
Wow. Let's
One of
go.
them's gonna bring a pizza box. It's fine.
Oh, fuck.
fine. So anyway, no, they're both like 40, and they call themselves youngest men alive, and that shit is hilarious. And those old VHS like workout videos is even funnier.
I love it.
So that's the only reason I want them to put the title on them, just for a cup of coffee.
With the belt on, I'm doing it. That would be awesome.
I want House of Black, but that's not my pick. My pick is
Same.
Private Party.
Same.
Because if they, like everybody said, if they lose their first title defense, their first
was the
big
point?
title defense, what the fuck's the point?
Well,
Like,
such a
what
big
is the
defense.
point?
You chased away the EVPs. Like, it's not like they just won the belts off of like a random team. You chased away the EVPs. Like,
Right.
you can't just give those up.
EVP.
Like, it's a monumental win.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Like I said, I would love to see the House of Black win this. The Outrunners
Same.
is just being funny. I would love to see the House of Black win this, but they're not going to do it. And if they do, Private Party's not taking the L personally. It's going to be the Acclaim.
I agree.
And then you have Private Party and the Acclaim, and then House of Black do their thing. Your dog is dying for attention.
Yeah,
You see him,
he
though.
is. No. He's like John
Dog
Cena.
thing
Oh
is
my
John
gosh.
Cena now.
Speaking of John Cena, I fucking saw the funniest damn thing driving down the street the other day, and I posted it on X. It was the fucking back windshield wiper of some car,
Oh,
and it had a picture of John Cena, and on the windshield wiper, it had a hand, so that
With a
every
hand.
time it went like this, it did "You Can't See Me." It was the fucking best thing I have ever seen. It was so goddamn funny. I loved
can't-
it.
I
I was
mean-
like, this is awesome.
I hate to brag, but John Cena follows us. So
same.
we were so
I'm pretty
excited.
sure he follows me
I
too.
I know he follows everybody, but I was so
No.
fucking excited.
He did an interview with CVV, and he was like, "You follow a lot of people. I don't like." He goes, he does look at every account he follows, and he's like, "I follow like people of culture." He goes, "I follow podcasts. I like if I get a lot of experience." The man is so cultured, man. I love it. Like, it's so great. He's like, I just try to see things from everyone's point of view, and it makes me a better person. And I'm like, this man needs to be president. Like, this guy needs to do talks and write books, man. He's
I
so philosophical.
I don't know if
I
I'm going
love
to go that far, but
Listen, we're not even touching
Yeah,
that.
we're not getting politics.
I just listen. That's
a trap.
Okay, the guy brings the power of positivity with him where he goes. Okay, let's just leave it at that.
He does. Anybody
Yeah, no,
bringing
I-
up politics on my wrestling show is getting fired immediately.
Yeah, no,
Fired
when we saw that,
immediately.
he followed us. You couldn't tell us shit that day.
Oh Jesus!
No, we were so excited
Yeah.
about it.
On my account that I lost for harassing Amber Heard, he followed me on that one, and I was like super
way to
excited
ruin
one
your-
morning.
That's so great.
I was so mad. I permanently lost my account because of that hoe.
Fuck that.
Hashtag Johnny Depp did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She got hers in the end. Don't worry, you're good.
She's like blacklisted.
Pretty much, yeah. You never hear from her
I
again.
look. I refused to go see Aquaman 2 because that bitch was in it.
A lot of people did the same thing.
That's why that movie tanked.
Deeper than the sea, baby. That movie
They
was
should've
down,
grabbed
down,
it.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
got
should've-
rated with those
Black Adam.
trailers, though.
They should have kicked her out. They should have edited her out. Stupid bitch. Anyways,
Right.
but I had harassed a lot of people on that account, like Ellen Barkin. She had blocked me on that account. I got into it with Sophia Bush on that account. I was angry when I was with my ex-husband, and I Twitter raged.
Jeez.
It was funny though. It was fun to say that I've fought with celebrities. So what can you do?
I can't.
Anyways. So everybody agrees Private Party wins this, or it makes no fucking sense.
Yes, absolutely.
Then we have MJF versus Roderick Strong. Now, I will definitely say it again. John's twin versus Roderick Strong
place,
is
the
basically
same time
the
in
way.
Long Island. We proved everyone wrong. Same place, same time. Everybody saw it.
See,
Photoshop.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Hashtag twinsies. Oh, I mention it every fucking time we bring up MJF.
Did you guys see the video when I met him?
Every
in New York?
single time.
You guys see it?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, CM." He goes, "Oh, CM Punk shirt."
Max, huge fan. Now, shut up. You got a CM Punk shirt on. Look at the camera. And that was it.
So good.
It was great.
Okay,
I
so
felt so good. Like, yeah, let's go.
we talked about this a little bit earlier. I think Roderick Strong is going to take the literal beating of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking like
Yeah.
he's going to get busted open. This man is going to get fucked up.
Yup.
I'm talking like Rodney King fucked up, okay?
Oh, hey.
Whoa!
I'm just
We
saying.
went there. We went there.
But we're not
I'm
going to
just
talk
saying.
politics. Okay.
I'm just
The
saying.
views and thoughts
it's
of
gonna
Tori
be
does not
like
necessarily-
that.
The views and thoughts of Tori do not necessarily
necessarily
represent
affect
that
those.
of the Lowdown with Princess
I'm
Skywalker. Her
not
views
saying-
are her alone
Look,
and
I'm not
only
saying any of
represent
this
her
happened.
alone.
I'm mindful. I need disclaimers on my show now. Okay, guys, I got you.
Ooh. Look, I had to go extreme with something, and that was the first thing that came to mind. Okay,
Oh,
I'm just saying
Oh, hell.
this is going to be bad, and
Yeah.
the whole point is to hurt Adam Cole.
There's the imaginary dog again. Oh my gosh.
No, I agree with that. And I think the Kyle O'Reilly promo definitely, I had thoughts, and that promo put me right in the place of I was correct in thinking what I thought. I think this match wins by MJF, but because Adam Cole comes down and throws in the white flag, calls the match because Roddy's so fucked up. They're just going to be, Cole's going to be like, oh my God, no. And then the next week, Kyle's going to be like, told you.
Yeah.
Where's it going to stop? Where's it going to stop, Adam? So I think that's kind of where they're going with it. I agree wholeheartedly. He's going to get fucked up, too. The ring, chains, you name it. Max is going to bring the pain, baby. This match is going to be brutal.
Obviously, I went a little far with that.
Yep.
But I just it's going to be brutal. Like, it's going to be ugly. Like, uncomfortable ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the best. We're like, oh, what the? I'm not saying it's going to be syringe in the mouth uncomfortable, but definitely uncomfortable for a lot of people.
That was so
MJF's not
bad.
drinking blood in this match.
We're gonna be started on that. Like, what the hell was the point? That was the point.
That was our question too.
I get the cinder block.
I don't get the fucking point of the match in the first place, though. What fucking beef do they have with each other? Where's the beef?
There's a lot of beef.
Like Burger King says, where's the beef? I don't know if it's Burger King, but it sounded good.
According to the IWC, nowhere near Adam Cole. But besides that, I think the idea is a lot like Kyle O'Reilly. They're playing off the fact that they've been friends and they've been in a group together for years. But again, we haven't seen them in the same ring since he came back, except for like one time. We should have been kind of building that up if this is where we were going. Of like they're back together and they're hanging out and they're working together, and then do this. Not just like, all right, 1 week we're going to hang out again, and then the next week, oh yeah, by the way, Strong's going to go take care of your business for you.
Right. Like, make it make fucking sense. This needed to be Adam Cole versus MJF. A year-long feud that needs to fucking have a point.
Meet the end.
This beatdown of Roderick Strong is going to be what makes this finally have a point. And by the time it happens, nobody's going to care. This is another one of those that when Adam got hurt, you should have stopped the whole devil gimmick. You should have squashed it.
Yep.
The problem was you kept going, knowing Adam couldn't pay this off.
Because it made no sense after that.
Yeah. I feel like where we are
Adam
now
couldn't pay it off.
is like
There's
6
no
months.
point in this. Why did we keep...
It should have ended like with no ankle injury. Like this should have been over already. We shouldn't even be here right now. This ended like in the summer. Like we're just keep going on. So I agree. It's just I'm just gonna do this, and I feel it's gonna be like Adam finally that match when those two get their hands on each other. That match.
So good.
Oh,
so good.
man. I guarantee that's Revolution. It's got to be those two somewhat co-main main event.
And that's what I want to see. Is MJF and Adam Cole.
Yeah, when it does happen, it's going to be monumental. No titles, no nothing. Just pure history, one match. Beat the shit out of each other. Let's go.
It needs to be one and done.
Get it
I don't
over.
care if you do it in a
Oh yeah, that's it. That ends it. No two don't touch each other.
I don't care how you do it. One and done. This needs to be over. Because nobody cares.
I'm just curious on a scale of 1 to 10.
Nobody cares anymore.
When he shows up.
What?
I'm just curious as far as 1 to 10 how orange Adam is when he shows up.
Somewhere between OSU and Texas orange. Somewhere in between there.
Good call.
Somewhere.
He's not going to be
And
orange.
deceased.
He's going to be between Simpsons and Jaundice. He is Adam Simpson now.
Better.
Now, what we could do though is after this beatdown, Adam comes down and like he's over his friend's fallen body, and his friend's last words before he passes out is "Get a real tan."
Or Adam could make it a new shtick, right? You know how the NW used to spray paint the NW wall? You can go down there and you can just spray guys like undisputed. Right?
Them with
He's just gonna rub his arm on Roddy.
Spray guys with his horrible spray tan.
Literally. Yeah, take that.
Spray the spray tan.
Just Axe body spray style.
The wheels have officially fallen off.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I think we have a main event still to talk about.
So fucking out in left field. We do.
Before we talk about the main event, we need
Back
to
on track.
talk about the AEW Women's Championship celebration that Mina is throwing for Maria May.
Mariah May.
It's very important.
There is no chance Mina Shirakawa is not turning on her.
Thank you. Okay, that's all. That literally is.
Listen.
See in that girl's face, she's a horrible actor. I'm going to give her a celebration she'll never forget. And I'm like, yo, you can tell me you turned on that bitch. You hate her. Like you're gonna
only. I will say the dog fight is happening again. She's getting attacked by a raptor.
It is.
So the only caveat I will put with that is if the whole Tony Storm is retiring thing, it's just so she can show up and beat down Mariah May.
Yeah. Are we gonna look at her? Is she gonna come back as old school Tony Storm that she was having Mariah cosplay as? Yep. That's what I thought.
I missed
It's one
that
of the
Tony
two.
Yeah.
Storm.
I kind of
would not-
felt like that. We're retiring that gimmick. We're not retiring her.
Yeah. But I think Mina gets a shot at her,
Yeah.
and then we go over the Tony Storm. That's what I think.
If I'm them, the way I do this is I have a bunch of people come out in Tony Storm outfits, and one of them is actually Tony Storm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Have a bunch of those, because when Mariah went back to the Tony Storm, she looked just fucking like her.
It was
See,
wild.
6 or 8
Wild.
people along the rampway or
Mhm.
something in that same outfit, but one of them is actually Tony Storm.
Yeah.
I get behind that. I like that.
I like Tony Storm showing up. I also think that it was more of a retirement of the gimmick
Timeless.
rather
Yeah.
than the timeless Tony Storm is retiring. Not Tony Storm is retiring.
Right.
But it's also
I agree.
interesting to me, though, because that's the third person that said that AEW doesn't need them right now. And that's kind of why they're staying away. So it's interesting. But it's almost true in a way because they've got so much fucking talent right now. And they just don't have enough time to do with what they have.
Yeah,
They've
until
got
they
too
get,
much
until they get all
talent.
those TV deals tightened up.
I'm telling you, they need to do it. They need a soft brand extension. Ramp needs to be Dynamite and Collision, 2 different shows. I'm telling you, and take Collision off of that stupid time slot and put them on during the week when people are gonna be able to watch it and enjoy it. The Saturday night time slot.
So-
Right,
sucks.
instead of a Saturday night.
Yes.
Isaiah had a point though. He said he thinks after Julia shows up, that would be interesting.
That's not, yeah, I saw that. It's not a bad idea. But do you throw that much out at Full Gear? Maybe that's a World's End kind of thing. If Mina
No.
does something, maybe.
I think if Mina does something, having Julia somewhere in the building, like
Mhm.
up in the rafters, pop up on stage, something would not be
Yeah.
a bad thing. But I don't put Julia back in that title picture immediately. You
Right.
could
No, I agree.
She could
I agree with that. Let her build
absolutely carry that title, but
her way up to it.
I wouldn't put her right back into that picture.
Yeah, give that some time.
Yeah. I mean,
What's-
she
what's
needs
that?
somebody.
Yeah, she does. You need to do something with Julia before you throw her in the title picture.
Well, you got to do something with Mariah,
yeah,
too. You've got to do something with Mariah, too, because right
Yeah,
now
that is true.
it's kind of stale. I mean, granted, she's, she beat Timeless Tony Storm, blah, blah, blah. And now she's got the Mina thing, but she hasn't really done much. I mean, the belt's
No.
not even being defended on the card.
right.
It's
That's
it's a
wild to me. That's
celebration.
wild.
True. I'm just saying this because we were just talking about her. Mel just posted a drawing of Tony Storm.
Posted a picture. Yeah,
It's fucking amazing.
it is. It's phenomenal.
That's so good.
It is. All
Now
right,
we
main
can talk
event
about
time.
All right.
Now we can talk about the main event. All right, main event time. John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy. This is not going to be a fair fight
not gonna-
whatsoever.
Be pretty either.
No, it's not. It's going
Can
to
we
be
all
violent.
agree that? Yes, 100%. Can we all agree that there's not a single chance in hell that Orange Cassidy is winning the match?
Oh, agreed. Hands down.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
There's not a chance.
Not at all.
No.
He may not win. He okay. let me forget.
Because again, it would be
he's
like
not winning
what's
the
the
title.
point?
Yeah, no, he's not getting the
Right,
belt.
yeah.
That's a good point.
He may win.
They
the
might
match,
stop this about how
And-
hard he gets
Qualification
his
or
ass
something.
beat, but
Yeah.
but he's not winning the title.
No.
Yeah, it literally goes back to what would be the point? What would be the point of him taking over? What would have been the point of the attack on Bryan Danielson? Dan O'Brien, whatever, Bryan Danielson, whichever he was when he left.
Daniel
I get
Bryan
it
took
confused.
out- yeah,
Never was a fan. There you go. And it would just also put a huge damper in the Death Riders if he were to lose.
Agreed.
Because the storyline is kind of going nowhere as it is right now. So if he loses, that would ruin everything that has to do with the Death Riders. And the whole freaking steam of it would be completely gone out from underneath them, and it would just be over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
Now, Orange is going to take the beating of a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think he's going to give it to Mox, too.
Mox will definitely get some lumps, but
yeah, but again, you've got the Death Riders. And Orange made a big deal about going out there by himself. So he's taking his beating. He's not winning the title. I think after this match, at some point after this match, Orange Cassidy joins the Death Riders because he never wanted to be in this position.
Yeah. I like that. That's actually a really good possibility.
I saw somebody post it somewhere, and I was like, "That's crazy." But then the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, "That actually makes a lot of fucking sense."
Well, and I think one of the obvious ways they're going is that eventually Yuta is going to snap out of it. But if we did it that way instead of Orange joins and they jump out Yuta because Yuta's not following them, to me that makes it even better because you build Yuta up as the big baby face now. And Orange Cassidy comes back.
How long is Danielson out? Do we know? I know he had to have surgery. Has there been how long he was?
I haven't seen.
Yeah, he's done.
I've heard a lot of things where it's part time, and he's
tired.
coming back creatively. Yeah, he'll pop in but he's done. Like that's a commitment that he's made to Bree. Like
he wasn't going to do another full time. He's 100% going to come back and get involved in this feud, though.
Yeah, no, but he so when he got the surgery, how bad it is worse than they thought.
Okay.
He takes another. It's almost like the way they were playing in WWE. He does take one more, and you're looking at being in a wheelchair. Like, and he won't do that. So he'll come back, be on TV, be a producer, push some people around, lock in a couple moves. We won't be seeing him wrestling again, unfortunately, which is a shame because he's amazing. It's a shame.
Absolutely, I'm a huge Bryan Danielson fan. I think if Orange turns and joins the Death Riders, I give it about a month or so before they throw Yuta out because Orange is going to fall into step and do exactly what they want, and Yuta's going to stop doing it more and more. I think you're going to see that progression of I'm not doing that, and that's how you turn Yuta to the big baby face.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It comes to a point where he's like, "No, guys, I'm done. That's the line. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not riding
for this shit."
And they could jump him and beat him.
If you want out, you take your beating to get out, and that's it. And then there you go. Then he becomes a martyr.
Yep, for sure.
Awesome.
And then he's your big baby face, and he's leading the charge against him.
I think overall, the pay-per-view is going to be fucking amazing. Like there's a couple maybe soft points, I guess, but like majority wise, like as you get toward like the top with how they're booking it, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah,
good energy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was just going to say. They have to book it right because there's a couple matches that could end up just being like meh, like the Mercedes match. That match is just going to be like meh. So they have to book it right to where it builds up for the match coming after it.
They'll do an opener. I'm betting the opener is either Swerve Lashley or Jay White Adam Page. The second match is going to be Mercedes Camille because nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
That'll be your food match.
I think they should open it with Jay White and Hangman.
Yeah.
I think they should open it with Hangman and Jay White.
And then your second match should be, or your second thing should be the celebration. Then do another match or two. Do the Lashley Swerve. Then do the Mercedes match and hope you can carry some of the excitement from the match before over. I won't be surprised if Mercedes stat is right before the main event. It shouldn't be, but I won't be surprised.
Makes sense to put it there, though. Kind of getting a little back up, like just keeping that consistent energy throughout the whole thing. So, yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I'm pumped. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it should be great.
I mean, that's a good thing about AEW. I mean, we've done a lot of dumping on their creative, but like the pay-per-views are always like the shot in the arm when they come around.
Yeah.
Like the pay-per-views
Like,
always
this is why I
great.
watch. This is why I watch this product.
Like this
And
is
then
why
they
I
watch
watch
Dynamite.
And
this.
their show. It's like their reverse WWE. It's like Bizarro World. Their
Mhm.
shows after the PLEs pay-per-views are fire, and then as they get closer to the pay-per-view, man, you gotta go opposite.
Meh.
You gotta go the other way around. Like you just
Right.
gotta bring it back.
Right.
We're like, why is
You've
Bronson
gotta-
here?
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh
Oh.
Lord. But
I think
all
it's
in all,
gonna
I
show
think
a
it's
lot-
going to be a good pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it will be.
Doing a lot of good setup stuff for World's End and rolling into their WrestleMania season. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, definitely. They always put on good pay-per-views. I don't think I've ever been disappointed with an AEW pay-per-view. Ever.
There's been
No.
a few. There's been a few that were okay. They weren't
Yeah,
terrible,
but they
but
haven't
were
like
okay.
maxed out, but they're not. There's not anything bad. Where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
no,
Mhm.
yeah,
There's
None
definitely
of those have been
WWE
WrestleMania
shows.
2000.
oh,
They've been more
Why?
good than bad.
oh.
Yes,
A
100%.
man in every corner. Let's go.
A con in every corner.
Oh God. Oh, never forget that, man. Oh.
You know what? We're not doing. that.
I did forget
No,
that.
we're
I
not doing
blocked
this.
it
'Cause I'm
out.
gonna soapbox the shit. No, we're not doing.
I mean,
No.
we've got Tony, we've got his dad, we've got Nick that could come over and do a quick thing.
Stop it.
I'm sure there's another con somewhere.
He's the estranged brother. Get out.
Con on a pole match.
Con on a forklift.
Bagwell on a
Oh
forklift. Is that what
no.
we're doing? Putting Judy Bagwell on the forklift again?
Con in a cage.
no. I love it.
Con in a
Here,
cage.
Judy there?
That'll put butts in the seats.
Oh.
I love it.
The line to change the Monday Night Wars.
I'm hoping that I mean it's different now they're going to Netflix, but I really hope they go to network TV with one of their shows because now you have an upper advantage of having on the network TV and not having to have a streaming service to watch a show. So it would do better for them demographically because people just turn on TNT, TBS, and think some people are getting Netflix or don't have that are going to watch that. So
Mhm.
all in due time.
What
All in
I
due
hope
time.
to God happens is they fix the fucking pixelation bullshit and they fix the fucking loading bullshit of their live events because that
That's the only
fight
scary
was
thing right
fucking
now.
stupid.
Yeah.
And yeah.
There's been a few things on Netflix that they've hit that. One of them was like the Big Love
do you two
season
want?
finale or something like that,
Hmm.
and like so many people tuned into it, they killed the server.
Yep. January 6th. Their server better be ready. There's a lot of people tuning in to watch that Raw. It's gonna be nuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not what I thought.
There is. I'm actually going to watch it. I may not watch it until then, but I will watch that. No, there's
mean, that-
probably a pay-per-view or a PLE in there somewhere. So I'll probably
Fuck
watch
that.
that.
It's a pay-per-view.
But I won't know what's going on. Like, I haven't watched it and Reed's about to fight a dog again. Here it comes.
I need someone to make
The imaginary dog.
Wait.
Oh, you can see him now. You can see him. I'm not
For just a
imagining
second.
things. I am fighting a dog.
Keep going. I got to step away for a second.
I need someone to make a gif of this. It's just going to be the Jess dance.
Oh, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it.
Oh, at least
Yeah,
now you
so,
can see him, and it's not me fighting the imaginary dog at this point.
That's too
See,
funny.
guys, the dog's real. I'm not crazy. Get off me.
Just because we see the dog, that
Okay.
doesn't define you not being crazy in the least.
Well, I
You're not
didn't
crazy for that.
necessarily mean that. I'm not crazy fighting nothing.
That is
That's what I mean. I'm
There you
not
go.
fighting the air,
true. That'll-
even though it looks
that'll
like
do
I'm
it.
fighting the air, and
That
it's
is how
fucking
that works.
hilarious. So that shit's pretty funny. Guys, I didn't even know he was going to attack me again. So if you tuned in to actually see me fight the imaginary dog like I posted on X, you just experienced me fighting the imaginary dog.
That's too funny. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, Tori's will be back in just a second, and then we can wrap things up. But I'm looking forward to it. Definitely not going to do a show next week because it is Thanksgiving. So going to take the week off and not do anything, and we'll be back the week after that. Michael, where can everybody find you?
I am personally at Horror Wrestling on both Twitter and Blue Sky. The show you can find at Kicking Out at 2 PC because someone stole at Kicking Out at 2.
Boo.
Dicks.
Boo. That sucks.
No, Twitter. I'm not saying X. No, Twitter.
It's not the big Kaiser. It's Marcel Bartel. Stop it.
Twix.
Twix. That's not bad.
Twix.
The candy bar people only have a.
Twix.
His mama named him Cassius. I'm calling him Cassius.
Oh my gosh. We're not.
Yeah, yo.
Oh my gosh.
But
you
aside
guys
from
are
that,
fucking hilarious.
We stream on Twitch, on YouTube, and also on TikTok every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30-ish. Obviously, today we're going to be a little late because we're on here. And we live stream all the pay-per-views.
We try to. Doesn't always work that way, but we try to.
Yeah, we try to.
Which, if you guys you're welcome to join us. It'd be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You like
for
to
sure.
Our reactions to shit.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Full Gear
They
Saturday,
switch it up
isn't
so often.
I don't know.
Is it
They keep
Saturday?
changing it.
Yeah. Is it Saturday? Full Gears is
The 23rd.
the
Saturday.
23rd Saturday. Okay,
Yeah, Saturday.
I'm not doing anything Saturday.
So Survivor Series will probably be the next
So
one.
why
we
not?
stream.
Yeah, we don't normally stream the AEW ones, unfortunately. It's just not easy to grab those as it is to have the WWE Network or Peacock or Netflix, whatever they're going to have in 2025.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If AEW starts putting them on Max, that may be different depending on how they do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, true. Yeah. Max is a whole different dynamic once that goes on.
Yeah.
that'll be so good for them.
It would
I
be
think
because
that's
like
just gonna
It
be
is.
we had the all out, all in situation where it was like 2 weeks after each other, and it's like spending $40 1 week, and then 2 weeks later spending another $40. Like
It's
that's
crazy.
asking a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That week turnaround is wild to me.
Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of money. I mean,
Mhm.
fuck. That's like
Yeah,
$100
it adds up.
bucks.
They were offering.
I'm sorry,
deals.
but that's
If
a
you got-
lot of fucking money.
If you got one, you
They
save
were
a
offering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did
they
good
were offering
deals.
deals. Like they did it for Full Gear and something else.
Yeah.
I think
Not a bad deal.
TV.com did it. Look, I wasn't trying to just volunteer. I know. We weren't. I wasn't trying to just volunteer that. Okay. We
You know.
we don't either. So
We
is
watch
what
it
it
the
is.
next day, no matter what.
yeah,
I just don't like the price.
same.
So,
I really
Cheap
do. I hope
ass.
when they get on Max, even if it's $10 a
Mhm.
pay per view, okay, I'll pony up $10 every couple months for them, whatever.
Mhm.
But if you're doing them at
Mhm.
$40, at $50 a shot, no, I'm not doing it. I did it for. I've done it for a couple of them, but I'm not going to do it every time.
yeah. Not every time. It's too hard. Like, when I was a kid, we used to have this like little black box, and we got all the pay-per-view channels for free. So we
Yeah,
never
buddy.
fucking paid for any of the goddamn pay-per-views when I was a kid.
God, the good old days.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
No,
Oh, the
I'm,
good
I
old
might pony
days.
up when Adam Cole faces John because we got to support him.
Yeah. John versus Adam Cole. Adam
That's
Cole
awesome.
Simpson. Adam Cole Simpson.
Adam.
All right. Tori, where can we find you?
At Tori Henson 76 on Twitter. I think I'm the same thing on Blue Sky. I don't know.
You are.
He's the brains of this operation. I just show up.
He's the brains of the operation. I'm sure. That is me and John. He's the brains of the operation. I just work here. I just show up.
He just shows up
on our
started-
message thread that we text each other on. It's literally I'm the brain, she's the talent.
Yeah. Like
He's
I am
literally on my
shocked that I
Facebook
figured
Messenger.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
On my
I
Facebook
figured it
Messenger,
out all
he's
by
the brain.
myself how to. Yeah. I figured out all by myself tonight how to do my intro. I didn't need any help. I just
Baby
played
steps.
with things.
Gotta crawl before you can walk.
Yay! Baby steps.
I
We'll
don't know.
figure this out. We'll
That's
get
it.
there.
Well,
If you ever need some
Um,
help, hit me up though. I'd be more willing to help you out.
Awesome. And then there's still lots of big news to come in the future. So please stay tuned for all of that. I know I've teased it in the past. It is coming. It's just coming a little bit later.
It's coming like Veer Mahan.
So stay
It
tuned.
doesn't
Oh,
get mentioned.
stay away from Veer Mahan. It will get here. It will get here. I promise.
See, I went somewhere completely different with that. So just keep going.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. So
Thanks, guys.
minds in the gutter
All right.
unite. High five.
Right.
All right, John, go ahead. Where can you find you?
Yeah, thanks for the intro, guys. Awesome. So yeah, you can find myself and my cohorts on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, all at Chair Shot Sports, and also on Twitch as well. So
All right. And you can find me now that I finally have learned my own X handle at Jess Skywalker 10 on X, on YouTube, the Lowdown with Princess Skywalker. Please go subscribe to the channel. I need more subscribers. We got lots of you watching on YouTube right now. So go subscribe.
It's free. What are you doing?
It has been a pleasure, right?
and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just like I said. Anyway,
Said enough. Everybody-
it's been a pleasure having you guys all on tonight. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Michael and Tori, for pushing back your show to be on this one. John, as usual, I appreciate you being my co-host.
No
Thank you
worries.
very much, everybody. Thank you, everybody out there on Twitter that is watching. We've got tons of you out there watching. And thank you to everybody on YouTube that's watching. So I hope you guys all have a good night and a happy Thanksgiving. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Toodles.
Bye, everybody.